Hello, everybody, and welcome to your reading. Right now, there is something that you need to know, and one of these gurus wants to help you out and bring a message through for you. So look at the three of them there and decide which one is speaking to your heart. I will start with Buddha. There are timestamps listed for all of them below. Hello to everybody who chose Buddha. You are attracted to the guru of light, of wisdom, of food for your soul, for your spiritual growth, all right? And what I've done is taken the 4 quote cards out of this deck that are quotes from Buddha to open this reading up, and then we're going to pull other cards. So let's get into these. So the first key of advice from Buddha is thought. All that we are is the result of thought. And you know, there's another quote that he has, and I believe it goes, what you think is what you become, what you feel is what you attract, and I believe it's what you imagine is what you create. And then here, this advice key, thought. All that we are is a result of thought. And so there is an acknowledgement of trying to get you more focused on your thoughts right now. What's playing out in your head every day, all day? Is it worries? Is it rehashing of things? Is it confusion? Or is it of positivity and, you know, bigger questions of life, and then happiness and feeling content in the present, looking forward to what's to come, what's going on in the mental body? Buddha is bringing your attention to that. So we start with thought. And next we have an advice key of karma. You harm yourself as dust thrown against the wind comes back to the thrower. So this is a beautiful message in conjunction to this, because if in the mental space there's a lot of negativity, whether directed towards self or towards other, even if there's no action, all right, that is creating, that's pulling energy into your life, all right? And also with the message of karma, never seek to gain revenge or retaliation. Trust that all that we are, each and every one of us, will come back to us at some point along our journeys. All that we put out returns somehow, some way, someday. And just know that within. And that's for the good or the bad. All right, next is advice key of change. You yourself must strive. The Buddha only points the way. So any changes that need to be made in what we are thinking about on the daily, Buddha is highly encouraging you to do that at this time. All right. And lastly, we have an advice key of moving on. The root of suffering is attachment. The past is the past. And all that we lose does return to us in a new form. So each one of these keys could be speaking to you. 1 or 2 or 3 could be speaking to you. But if we look at just the keywords, thought, karma, change, moving on, to me that's a message of let the past go in the mental body, the rehashing, the analyzing, because every time you rehash something bad that's happened to you, you're reliving it and you're adding to the pain and the trauma that already exists from the initial experience, okay? So Buddha is saying, hey, let's really focus what's going on here, okay? And trust and know that we all receive our karma. We all do. And if somebody really betrayed you, really hurt you, it will return to them somehow, some way, someday, okay? And so for now, trust in that and change what's going on in your thoughts so that you can move on from this experience. So let's pull some more cards. And if keys are one of your symbols with spirit, how synchronistic is this? We have keys, and it looks like we have some cherries right there, as well as some autumn leaves. All right, so we have come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps to get the job done. So there is a lot of support around you energetically from the angels, from your spirit guides, from passed on loved ones. And they come in, you know, when you're feeling weary, when you're feeling low, they're with you at all times, and they're trying to help you move on from something of the past that's really stuck in the mental body. And now we have a journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. Okay, so this goes two ways. You are starting a new journey, okay, moving on from this experience of the past. And some of you, there is this unexpected getaway, trip, vacation that's going to show up in your life, and you're being very encouraged to jump on it. Go, do it. Just let everything go and go have a good time. Give yourself permission and freedom to let go and to move on. And letting go and accepting what has happened, what has been, is not saying, oh, I agree to that, I want more of that. It's saying, I accept that I cannot change the past. I can only exist here today and take everything I have here today and use that towards building a new future, something different, something that you really want. And the message of Buddha is really let the past go, because it's going to open up a whole new beginning for you. So let's pull some tarot. What do we have jump out? All right, so the Knight of Wands, yeah. Let the past go. The past is the past. There is so much good to come. And it's just really a matter of thinking, like your thinking has you stuck in a bit of a bubble. And if you focus on trying to shift your thoughts around this situation and asking for the insight from your spirit guides, your angels, to help you see all of this from a different perspective, it will happen. All right, what do we have? So the Devil, that goes right there with that thought energy. King of Swords. Page of Swords. And Ace of Swords. Look at that. You see that little baby in the middle of the wish flower? That new beginning. A new journey is upon you. Absolutely. There is a lot of fear-based energy in your thoughts. All right, that is the strongest message, and it has come out in the tarot as well. I mean, we have 3 cards speaking of swords of air, which, you know, is thought or communication. And it's keeping you stuck in the past, so to speak, because the Devil is coming through, and the Devil is preventing your movement forward. Okay, is preventing your breakthrough. It's sitting there, and what's the Devil in this situation? Our own thoughts about ourselves or another person or something that has happened in our past, okay? Being haunted, kind of obsessively thinking about it, trying to understand, trying to figure it out, maybe trying to work through the emotions for some healing. But this obsessive thinking about it is preventing the movement forward. And the message from Buddha is, if we allow change and shifting in the mental body, which is also signified by these 3 cards, here you are, very strong in your current thought. King of Swords, King of Air. But if we quiet our mind and allow our angels and our spirit guides and our passed down loved ones to help us, you come into this new understanding, this new insight through the page of Swords. And then it allows your breakthrough. It allows you to start a new journey, a new beginning where you are free from the heaviness of these thoughts, of this situation, relationship from the past, whatever's happened here, whatever's kind of haunting you in the mental body. It's time for you to have your breakthrough around this. So let's pull some more tarot. All right, Six of Wands. Yeah, see, you're meant to have a breakthrough. Five of Pentacles, but this is just something you've really, really struggled to get past. Queen of Wands. Yeah, and it makes you, there could be a lot of anger and frustration still existing, but we have the Chariot coming into that new perception, that new thought. That's your success. That's your breakthrough. Yeah, and okay, so there is an acknowledgement that what has happened, no, is not fair. Okay, it's not. And accepting the past for what it is not you giving acknowledgement for more to come in of that experience. It's not saying that at all. And that just keeps coming through, like it's okay to accept the past for what it is and release it, let it go. And it's not going to bring that like back into your world. Holding on to it doesn't keep that experience or type of relationship from coming in. If anything, holding on to it calls that energy to you even more. Okay? And so this message from Buddha is for you guys, like really come to a full awareness of what is going on in the mental body at all times. Like pay attention for like the next 7 days, journal about it. Just be the observer of your own thoughts, you know, what plays out the most predominantly, and those thoughts, what sort of emotions they stimulate within you. And then after that, you know, as you move forward, when those thoughts start coming in and taking hold, do something to distract yourself from those thoughts, from rehashing those thoughts, rethinking them over and over, and also give yourself permission for how this whole experience has made you feel. Give yourself permission to feel that, but in that acknowledgement of what you feel, also choose that you are acknowledging what you feel because you want to heal it, you want to transmutate it, you want to release it, you want your breakthrough, you want your new beginning. Okay, and it all comes down to what's going on in the mental body. So let's pull a piece of advice, and this is the deck that these came from, so let's see what else comes through for you guys. Look at that, unanswered prayers. Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. Very famous Garth Brooks song. And you know what's interesting is when I woke up this morning, I was actually thinking about Garth Brooks' song, Friends in Low Places. And I'm not exactly a country music fan. It's not my first choice of music that I listen to. Like I know some country music, but then now I'm doing this reading for you guys, and unanswered prayers is coming out. Whatever didn't happen, I feel didn't happen because it would have taken you to a much lower place than where you are existing and experiencing today. So really trust that what didn't happen was a gift to you. You know, God's rejection is God's protection and redirection, course correction to your path, to your journey, to your destiny. eclipse. Look at that. Celebrate cycles. This cycle is ready to end, and you see a new journey is ready to begin, but we've got to choose to move on from the past and accept it for what it is, and trust that if something didn't happen, didn't work out, that we really, really hoped for, it didn't happen in the past because of timing, or it wasn't the right person, but that doesn't mean that in the future it's not going to happen in a different way or with a different person that's going to bring you 10 times more joy and happiness than this experience that you truly were spared from, divinely intervened from. And spirit, your angels, your spirit guides, your passed down loved ones, the consciousness of Buddha wants to come in and help you really let the past go, eclipse it out of your life, and celebrate the new cycle that you're entering, because it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. All right? So those are your messages from Buddha. What the higher realms felt that you needed to hear, that you needed to know at this time about what you're experiencing or going through. So I hope this has helped. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose Pablo Neruda. You chose the guru of love, of emotion, okay? And therefore, what you need to know right now has something to do with your emotions or a connection around love. And love can be with a friend, a family member, or a romantic person, all right? But Mr. Neruda has a message for your heart. And what I've done is pulled the 4 cards of his out of this deck, and we're going to go through them. And one of them may really resonate with you, or a couple, or all of them may resonate with you. And then we're also going to gain a story for you guys from these cards. So let's get in and see what message Mr. Neruda has to share with all of you. All right. The first card out is Advice Key of Reunitement. She and I raised a red bonfire, wearing our lips out by kissing each other's souls. Wow. So definitely a reunitement of soulmates. For some of you, that is what you are here for, a message of that. And look at this, Advice Key, forgiveness. Let us forget with generosity those who cannot love us. And this here is, some of you are finally going to be able to get over the pain and the loss of somebody who has walked away, somebody who has left you, okay? Because look at what's next. Destiny. You can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. So there is a destiny for those of you where there's a reunitement, and for those of you where you are going to just feel like, wow, I am really over this, okay? Because look at what's next, synchronicity. I found you after the storm. So those of you where you're finally going to heal and get over somebody, even if you thought it would never happen, the pain, the betrayal, the heartache, you're healing, you're getting over it, because there's a new relationship for you, whether it's a new friend, companion, or a new romantic connection. All right? The ice around your heart shall melt, and you will forgive the past, and you will let that go, because you have a destiny to fulfill with somebody else. Okay? And now for others of you, because we have the reunitement there, some of you, there is going to be a reunitement between you and a soulmate, whether friend, family member, or romance. And, you know, it is going to take a lot of forgiveness, but you and this person still have a destiny to fulfill. And I found you after the storm. You both will have changed and shifted quite a bit before this reunion takes place. So you may resonate with one of these or all of them, okay? But this message from Neruda around matters of your heart, your emotions, is forgiveness, Trust in your destiny. Trust in the synchronistic patterns. What's meant to be will always find its way, no matter what. What's not meant to be cannot solidify, no matter what you do, okay? Because with this destiny here, it could go both ways, right? What's separated will find its way back, if that's what's destined. What is separated and not meant to be will never be able to find its way back, okay? And so I know that's like two opposite messages coming through, but you'll know which one of these, which side you fall on as you move forward in your own personal life and journey from this reading. You'll know if, wow, I'm really healing, I'm really getting over that, then you'll know it's because there's a new energy, a new soulmate that's trying to come in that you're destined to align with, okay? And then for others of you, you and this person are going to reunite somehow, some way. So let's pull some more cards. All right, we have purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it you will find the answer to your question. Okay, so look at that. Your spirit guides coming through. Those of you who are really like, well, which side? Your heart is going to tell you within the next few days. And look at it, we've got a heart there. We've got a heart lock there. Your heart will tell you whether you are truly healing and it's time to move on, or there's going to be a reunitement. Like your heart is going to tell you either way. Listen to your heart. And with purity, make sure you step outside of the desire and hope of the mind and really drop into the heart space and see what it's saying to you. All right, precious time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Okay, so this message of time is so perfect because it's either time to move on and heal or it's time to reunite. And the way that either one of those scenarios plays out is going to happen very naturally, very organically in your own personal life. And either path that is your destiny, whichever one it is, you're going to find a lot of happiness and your heart is going to tell you, but it's time. The time is now. And that is why you are watching this reading. So let's pull some tarot and go deeper. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles, Temperance, see, healing, restoration, balance, or even reunitement right there. King of Wands, so we got two kings coming in. King of Swords. Wow, you got three kings. And Queen of Fire. Wow. Even on the bottom, Knight of Fire. Do we have a court card? No, we have the Ace of Air next. Okay. So we have this King and Queen of Fire coming in. Divine counterparts. Soulmates, a good match, kindred spirits, wonderful friends, okay? Because again, with this person, this could be a friend, family member, or romantic person. Now, what I see here is the synchronicity. I found you after the storm, whether this is a reunitement or you are meeting somebody brand new, okay? Here it is, right here, the two of you. And whether you are fire sign or they are fire sign, I don't feel that's what these cards are representing coming through as fire soulmates. To me, this is talking about that you guys are going to be a very true and real soul connection, okay? And if this is where you and somebody are reuniting from the past, what this tells me is that you are finally on the same page with each other, okay? And the person that some of you are healing and walking away from is this King of Earth, or even if you're going to reunite, like this is their energy right here. They're coming through as the King of Earth, and that could represent Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it's, to me, it's just more talking about the independence of this person, very strong, very headstrong, and just kind of very focused on like earthly things, material things is what I feel about them in the past. And again, some of you, this is talking about either the healing that you're going to have with this person because they have transformed as well as you have, okay? And for others of you, this is talking about the deep healing that you are receiving at this time. And we even got the Holy Spirit coming in around you guys as well. And I just see, like, you know, the dove is the Holy Spirit. And then this here I feel is a representation of your spirit guides, all right? And also the doves, like angels around you, helping you through this healing process, or helping you and another reconcile and work things out. And some of you, it could be where, because we also have this King of Swords coming in, I feel for some of you there could be a couple of people that you may be meeting, either a couple of new people that are coming into your life, new friends, or a new friend and a romantic person, okay? Or for some of you, there could be a couple of people returning into your life, or somebody returning as well as somebody new coming in, all right? It seems like this involves more than just one person coming into your life in the near future, whether it's a reunitement or a brand new energy. All right, so let's pull some more tarot and go deeper. And for some of you, with this King of Air, there's going to be a third party that's either helping the two of you reconnect, or there's a third party that knows you and knows this other person that you haven't met yet, and it's like you're going to meet them through this mutual friend that you both have, you know, a person that you both know. And lastly, this just came through. For some of you, there's a couple of like romantic partnerships that you've really, really struggled with. And you're going to have this big release because you have this beautiful new connection coming in. All right, we've got the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So we have 3 queens and 3 kings coming through. The only odd one out here would be the Queen of Cups and then the King of Air. So we have both the King and Queen of Pentacles and both the King and Queen of Wands coming through. Wow. Okay. This is crazy to me. Those of you who are reconnecting with somebody, it could be like you guys are both at like somebody's gathering or birthday party, their wedding, like some sort of event where, you know, you and this person, it could be an ex-friend or an ex-romance, or even a family member that you're on the outs with, okay? And it's like you're both invited to this group event, and as you're there, and all these other people, like through that, you guys reconnect, you guys start talking again, you start working it out, okay? So for some of you, like that's how this comes back together for those of you who are reuniting. And then for those of you where this is new, yeah, it's like somebody you know is inviting you to come try something, to come do something, or even to go on like a blind date, and you're very resistant to it, like, oh, I don't want to, but do it, okay? Because there's somebody really cool coming into your life, a new connection. And even those of you who are reconnecting with somebody, there's just way too many people in this reading. I feel like there's new energies coming in. It's like reuniting as well as new energies for you guys. A big healing, a big shifting coming to your relationships just in general. Like you're moving out of a phase of restriction, of just confusion, misunderstanding, misconnections, arguments, just a lot of misses when it comes to relationships, and it can encompass all your relationships. Some of you, it could just be your romances or just your friendships, okay? But it's like you feel like you've just been up against a wall, just one miss after another, and you're coming out of that. There's a shifting. It's just like the keys frozen in ice, and then this Eight of Swords. Okay, that's it. There's kind of feel like you have been restricted, okay? And now wow, look at who just jumped out. You've been restricted from this King of Wands energy. There it is again. Whether you know this person and it's time to reunite, or this is a new person coming in, you've been very restricted. You don't see this coming. And so it is time to focus on healing, forgiveness, letting all things go, opening your heart to love, to soulmates, to closeness, to connection, to friendships, to romance, because my goodness, there are so many energies around you. Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Yeah, this King of Wands, like I'm seeing it as the divine counterpart, but when it jumped out, somebody definitely really hurt you in the past. The Magician, breaking free. There he is again. Wow. Okay. Ace of Cups right there. It's time for connection of the heart. It's time for healing. It's time for understanding. It's time for communication. It's time for you to get back out there. It's time for you to socialize, go out, have fun, join activities, really put your energy back out there, because I feel like a lot of you have been on freeze or just kind of keeping your distance from closeness with romance or closeness with friendships because you got really burned, really hurt in the past. And so we've been a bit guarded with our energy, and you were drawn into Neruda, the guru of love, the guru of the heart, because it's time. It's time for love. It's time for happiness. It's time for soulmates. It's time for connection, whether you are seeking romance or seeking friendships. And for some of you, it's time for reunitement with certain people or a certain person from your past. Not all of you are reuniting, okay? But for some of you, that is definitely out here, and you'll know. We already discussed how. So let's pull another card of advice. This is the deck these came from. So let's see what else comes out for you guys. Faith. Faith is not a belief that God will do what you want. It is a belief that God will do what is right. Wow. Trust in what you've been denied, what has not happened to you or happened for you, because there was protection in that. Faith is not a belief that God will do what you want to happen to be done, but what is right, what is best by you, what is in your highest good. Okay? And so the separation for some was necessary, and those of you who aren't reuniting, you've got to trust that that person is no longer part of your journey, and there are all these new energies coming in to your existence, into your reality. I found you after the storm. All right, Destiny, you can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. It's time for you to open your heart back up, because there's love that wants to come in, and you've got to have faith that God, the universe, spirit, the all, is going to deliver the kind of love that you need. The sun, rise to the occasion. And the sun is a very healing energy. Okay? It's time. It's time for love. It's time for friendship. It's time for connection. It's time for forgiveness. Neruda wants you to know that. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose Rumi. He is the guru of philosophy and insight, and he has a message for you, something you need to know right now. And what I've done is pulled his 4 cards out of this deck, and we'll pull more from this deck at the end of the read. But we pulled his 4 cards out, so each one of these may be a personal message and resonate for you. Or maybe just 1 or 2, or maybe all of them together are telling a story that resonates for you. So let's get in and see what Rumi has to say to you guys. All right, advice key, blessing in disguise. Whatever you lost through fate, be certain it saved you from pain. So something that you lost was taken from you, okay? And this, I'm not talking about, if somebody passed or something along those lines. I don't feel that's what this is talking about. This is talking about something that you really wanted to have or to happen, or maybe even to be with a specific person, and it didn't play out. And this is saying it was a blessing in disguise. Trust that had you gone down that path, it would have caused you more pain than what you felt by not going down that path. Okay? Acceptance. The moment you accept what troubles you've been given, the door will open. Accepting things as they are, it's really an exception of the past, because the past has laid the foundation for where we stand today, right? And everything we're doing in the today is creating the foundation for the future. And so this is a message of saying, the past is the past. It cannot be changed. Accepting it is not giving up, being defeated, or saying that you're happy about it. It's saying, okay, you know what? The past is the past. I cannot change it. I can only start building the foundation now for the kind of future I want, for the experiences that I want. Next is healing. The wound is the place where the light enters you. And this is truly one of my favorite quotes of his. In fact, I believe this was the very first quote that ever aligned me to his energy and his philosophy. And it just spoke to my soul because of what I was going through at the time. And now, 12 years on, yes, this is utter truth. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Absolutely, if we allow it. And that light is healing, and it's expanding, and we grow into our wisdom through the experience and through the pain. It transforms into wisdom, into insight, into strength. And so if we come into this place of accepting that what didn't work out was truly a blessing in disguise, then you allow the light in, which will bring forth the healing and manifesting. We carry inside of us the wonders we seek outside of us. Yes, everything that you want is within you. Okay, everything you want to experience, you want to achieve, and the things that, we are working towards that just don't happen, you've got to understand it's because there's a misalignment of energy. Which you were reaching for may not be behind the scenes what you truly think it is, because that's the opener. Whatever you lost through fate, be certain it saved you from pain. And this is something that you wanted to have, wanted to experience, or maybe even somebody you wanted to be with. And it's not what you think. And the more that you accept, okay, maybe there was more to that I was not aware of, then the light starts entering you. And through that process, then you awaken to new things, okay, to things that are just within your grasp right now, things that you are aligned to, things that don't have the hidden behind the scenes. So let's pull some more cards. Magical blessings. Wow, yes. See, even though this didn't happen, it was still a blessing. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So there is more to come for you. There is more beyond this. But man, such a strong message is this not happening was a blessing to you. And as you come to see that and realize that, it just opens you up to a lot of good stuff. All right, go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are, and fill at one with your habitat. Wherever you are, and fill at one with your habitat. Sorry. So we need to do some grounding of our energy, connecting with Mother Earth Gaia. And, some of you do that very easily by just going out, taking a walk, going on a hike. And, some of you can do that through meditation by connecting with Mother Earth Gaia. But this is a message of we've got to ground and anchor our energy. And when we're really caught up on something of the past that didn't happen, our energy is not grounded. We're not present. All right. So maybe do some meditation to ground your root chakra with Mother Earth Gaia, because that's going to allow the light to come in. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a beautiful transformation that feels almost magical to you. And like, wow, as you get further on, I'm happy that this didn't happen. I see why now, because of what is now coming into your life. Let's pull some tarot. All right, so we have the Ten of Swords. So yes, this did bring you a great deal of pain, but also with the Ten of Swords, it's like the worst is over. The hardest is now behind you. And now we have the Nine of Swords, but you feel very stuck in the mental body about this. Two of Pentacles. And that's your energy not being balanced. It's like with this Two of Pentacles, you're in the past or you're in the future, and we've really got to get present in the now. Now we have, look at the Empress, yes, because see, this is what is coming for you. This is why that could not happen. And we have the Queen of Cups. Healing to the emotional body, expansion to the emotional body as the light enters the wound. Okay, the worst is truly behind you, with the Ten of Swords coming out as the very first card. But there is a deep recognition and acknowledgement from the angels, from your spirit guides, that this did cause you a great deal of pain, and you have felt very stuck in this, unable to move on, unable to understand. And that's why the center card is the Two of Pentacles. It's like because you are existing in the past or you're existing in the future rather than existing in the today, because the today this is filled with this hurtful loss, what didn't happen, what didn't come to fruition. And the message from Rumi is it's time to ground our energy and really allow the light to come in, because then you transform into this Empress energy, which is abundance, stability, rooted, grounded energy, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of comfort. And the Queen of Cups, deep, deep healing to the emotional body, but also through that healing and expansion in that space. So let's pull some more tarot. Right, so we have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, Seven of Swords, the Sun. Look at the Sun on the Empress, yes. And the Nine of Cups, see? Yes, all right. So this, whatever didn't come to fruition, whatever you feel that you've lost, you did have a lot emotionally invested in it, whether it was a relationship, a desire in a relationship, a friendship that did you dirty, something that you worked hard to achieve, it didn't pan out, all right? I just see a lot of emotion with the Page of Cups and then the Knight of Cups. But what's significant about this is there's a progression, okay? Through this experience, through this loss, you started out as the Page of Cups. Right now, you've evolved to this, the Knight of Cups. And here, the Queen of Cups. That's the final evolution of this journey, of this experience, okay? And it's happening. You're almost there. It's just, we've got to work on becoming present and letting the past go. And you will heal. The moment that you make it your decision, like, okay, this didn't happen, maybe it wasn't meant to be. Because with the Seven of Swords, that's definitely, you know, betrayal, loss, somebody screwing you over, somebody taking something that belonged to you. If somebody stole something from you, just know, again, there's something so much better coming for you in return. With the Sun and the Nine of Cups, it doesn't get much better than that. And that's the energy you're headed into, which is things that you really have desired to manifest. It's just whatever this is, it's time to let that go, accept it for what it is, get very present in the now. And as you evolve into this Queen of Cups energy, whether you're male or female, it's just talking about the emotional body, you're going to look back and you're going to be grateful that this didn't happen. Blessing in disguise. You're going to see it as such, because you're moving into some really, really wonderful energies. The Sun and the Nine of Cups with the Empress and the Queen of Cups, okay? So total healing to the emotional body, but also feeling more mature, more expanded in that area, coming into some emotional fulfillment, feeling very, very blessed, getting what you want. And this, getting this of what you want, does not align to whatever this is. And again, it's going to feel magical, magical blessing. Just make sure you work on grounding your energy with Mother Earth Gaia and getting very present in the now. So let's pull you another card from this deck and see what else comes out. Abundance. You create your own universe as you go along. Yes, and there's really good things coming. Abundance. The Empress is abundance, and then we have abundance right here. There's really good stuff coming, and whatever that is, I'm telling you, it is not compatible to this. And this, you want this much, much more. All right, let's pull another card for you guys. Wow. Outer space. Take time to heal, grow, and expand. Oh my goodness, that's exactly where you're at right now. What a confirmation. Let's pull another one. The moon. Take time to reflect. Wow. See? The acceptance, the getting very still, the grounding your energy. It's going to bring you so much insight and shift in perception about this not working out for you. Truly, truly, because you are growing right now. You are in that process. And you've gone from the Page of Cups into the Knight of Cups. And your final destination is the Queen of Cups. And there is a lot of good stuff. Oh, I'm excited for you guys. All right. And with outer space and the moon, pay attention to the moon cycle over like the next 30 days, because I feel like around the new moon, there's like this new energy that's going to wash over you. And then by the next full moon, like if the full moon from the time you watch this is like a day or two away, no, that's too soon. It's like the next full moon, 30 days out, is when this process is completed, where your eyes are really opened and you see, okay, yeah, that I see why that couldn't work because of what's going on now. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.